What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Mini back with another video, and we crushed THAR today. Today was one of the slowest days in the market in all of August, and we were still able to crush THAR. Our entry was literally at the bottom here, 150s, off the 200 EMA, and you guys can see what happened. And once again, this was the opening print strategy, and this was the Wick Fill strategy. The Wick Fill comes from this level all the way to 6+. So just to get the trade started, right? And THAR, we added at 8:53 a.m., which is about 20 minutes after market open, okay? And then I said slow grind replay. And then we started breaking out, and then I said, okay, approaching all price targets. And then it went absolutely nuts, all right? So we got into this trade super early. And let me show you guys how we got into it. And I was asking the team if they're making money, if they're learning from the YouTube videos. So everyone's making money, learning from the YouTube videos. So make sure you guys stay tuned, and I do ask you guys to like this video and comment as well at the end. It definitely helps with the video. So let's get right into it. So why am I looking at THAR? As we know, we trade low floats, right? So this is a low float ticker that had volume in pre-market. And you know, we like to trade the ones that are gapping up. This one gapped up initially 43% in pre-market at 8:05 a.m. Central Time. And then we have a 3.57 million float, right? So everything aligns. Now, what am I looking at? I had a few stocks pulled up into open. I was watching NBY, another one. I was watching AUUD, in which we smashed out. We traded that from 280 to 309, got a 12% trade on that, and then we banked on THAR. Took a little paper cut on Sissy, but this definitely made up for it. But yeah, so once again, we're going to go to the opening candle, and we're going to see what the heck is going on and how could you have made money. Okay, so you guys can see the golden line, right? Golden line is what we have marked out. Okay, so into open, we initially got this pop. Now that we got this pop, okay, we're seeing, are we going to break out and retest into it? Or are we going to dump, reclaim, and then go? We have talked about this so many times. We talked about this yesterday, and we talked about this the day before, that THAR, right? Any stock that dumps below market open level, reclaims and break this open structure, literally what we talked about yesterday, you can go check on the video. That's the stock we really want to trade, right? Because they've grabbed all the liquidity here, and now they've pushed it up and broke the structure. So now we're looking for a pullback into market open levels. So as I was trading AUD, I was also watching THAR, okay? I was like, okay, if we break out and retest, wouldn't be a terrible trade. But obviously, A+ setup, you had to grab. If this liquidity grab did not happen, you would not see this massive move, okay? So everything that takes place into this market open, our strategy, leads to those bigger moves, okay? So same thing with AUUD, right? Why did I trade AUD? It's because we were able to grab that liquidity. That's what I said. Watch this soak here off of 260. As soon as this line got created in the first minute, I said, okay, we're basing pretty nicely. And after we got that soak, I was like, oh, this is looking beautiful. We added, initially popped, we added the 280 dip, and then we traded to 309. Okay, so this was a wonderful trade. Now we go back, because this dipped and grabbed liquidity, right? So same thing, this grabbed liquidity a lot nicer. It spent some time below the market open low, grabbed liquidity, and then as soon as we dumped, I was like, okay, you know, still watching it. It's not a terrible dump. We want to watch for liquidity sweeps. And then we reclaimed. This is exactly where we added. As you guys can go back and check, it was 8:53, which is 9:53 Eastern, and you guys can see 9:53. All right, so that's exactly when we added. I said this is going to be a slow grinder play. My price target is 170 and then highs. We were able to smash through 170. We went to highs. And then we went absolutely nuts to freaking about 6+ later. But how did I get this zone? And how is this a Wick Fill play? Okay, so if we go to the weekly, right? Remember, this level 190, we had a massive Wick Fill on the weekly. So if we go to the weekly right now, and we check this out, right? This is what a Wick Fill is. We have talked about this plenty of times. High volume candle with a candle close and then a leftover wick. So once we break and retest 268, okay, this is the low of that one. So we had a move from 195 to 268. After we break over 268, we want to see a pullback into this 268, okay? Once you see that pullback into the 268, you have almost no resistance until 639. This is where sellers were before. Sellers were clearly sitting at 639. So we're going to slow grind up. This is all like free zone, right? This is called a liquidity squeeze, right? This is called a Wick Fill, right? We need to fill the wick on the daily. So So that's exactly what happened. We break through, we retest, and we keep going up and up and up and up and up and up until we fill this wick, right? 639, and we were able to fill it in after hours, right? So that's what a wick fill is on the weekly, right? Or whatever larger time frame. So intraday 1 minute, we were able to trade this, right? Off of this candle, we got in super early, 159. Let the chasers do their thing. We just kind of EMA rode the whole time. I said my final price target was 218, and then we were able to make that into support, and then just kind of bang it out all the way higher, right? So the wick was pretty much almost filled in pre-market, after hours, and that's the number one trade setup. That was the most obvious, and that's the trade that we took today. Once again, this is a super repeatable strategy that everyone should be able to follow and make money off of, basically the ORB, right? So I hope you guys are making money learning from this. Make sure you guys drop a like, subscribe, leave a comment with what you guys learned, and I will make videos based off of that as well. I like to see where people are at. If you guys want to trade with me for free every single day, top link in the bio, come check it out.